So what's the situation with Tony Sunshine? You commented on one of his old posts going at him saying this muffin is crazy. Who are you kidding? Right. You used to be bored and start sending shots up because I see you be doing it with Joe's Facebook page and shit too.
Oh yeah, because they come to my feet. It comes to my feet. So
Right.
I'll be hearing the little shorts where he's like, "This is all the stories." I gotta say something. Wherever I see, I gotta fucking make sure that they know. Even on Pistol Pete shit, you know what I'm saying? I gotta say something. So you know,
but it seems like Tony's the only one that's willing to respond to you, though.
Of course, from a distance, yeah, I know. But but the thing about Tony, he's gonna make himself look even crazier when I like rebuttal, because everything he says has no weight. Like even in that Hocus shit when he's rooting for Hocus and he said, then I told him that the muffin, whatever. Oh no, because you're the tough guy. Remember he said that, right?
That's the thing. He said that you're
So
the only killer,
read it.
the only tough guy known to mankind. You're a crash out dummy and everything like that.
When I say crash out dummy, I mean crash out dummy, right?
Right.
All right.
And
What
then you called him a baloney, and you crash out for your people. You protect your people. And you
I
said
even
that
crashed out for you, right?
Right.
It's funny how the guy that I crashed out for
sinks
got the nerve to say that about me. So he already looks crazy. Like it's evidence that I crashed out for you to protect you, but you got the fucking low class scum of the earth kind of mentality and piece of shit that you could say that to the guy that protected you, you know? And then what else he said?
Well, you said to him, like, you hid underneath sinks and garbage bins and stuff like that.
Right. Well, I'll protect you.
Yeah. And then you said that he turned out to be Judah.
Right. And then after that,
after that, he said that.
That's why I think they erased my shit after that.
No. He said, jealous of you. Too hilarious that you stay on his dick, basically. And you lie all the time and everything. You lie. Oh, he basically alluded to the fact that situation with your stabbing is actually your fault, not his fault.
Yeah. That the nerve for him to say that. I know my fault. Why was my fault? Because I didn't want to go down. Because my jaw is stronger than yours. Because you was under a bin, and I was punching people in the face while it was hitting me too, and I was fighting back. That's why it was my fault. That's why it's my fault. These guys are fucking incredible, especially that piece of shit right there. That's what I'm saying. He's a piece of dirt, piece of shit. When I see him, I'm gonna give him the biggest hug and kiss that you gonna see in ever. It's gonna be better than any Cinderella kiss. It's gonna be tongue down the throat. Pause, no pause. It's gonna be that type of shit because he deserves this. You know, for him to even think that way, in my mind, it's so dishonorable. It's so like.
But you saw I did the interview with Stu, right? With Big Stu, and Stu confirmed. Yeah. He said that back in the day there was Tony was talking about he couldn't really go back to the block or something like that, but he wouldn't tell like Stu why.
And Sick One was gonna beat him up.
Right. He wouldn't tell Stu why he was lying. And then next thing you know, it was confirmed basically that it was the situation with you getting stabbed. And that was why. And Stu came out and said that.
Of course it was. It was that. And then Stu saw us, me and Pun asked me, yo, sure, I want to fuck with him, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know how he feel. He asked me to green light that because he knew, yo, Q, you all right with that? Remember, you got stabbed for him. So I said, nigga, that's no problem. That's one of the homies still. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's talent. It's about money. Yo, he's talented. Let's get money. That's what it was. That's the kind of guy Cuban was. And he forgot to tell you about the time they robbed him in Weeks, where Stu's from.
That's where he saw who? Tony?
They robbed him from my chain.
Oh, right. When you came out with the Mac 10?
Yeah, me and Raul circling the block, looking at him with Tony in the back. You see him? He's like this, no, you're not around. After he get beat up. A crackhead robbed him. So, you understand? These are stories that he forgets all that. He doesn't want the world to hear, but he knows that I know, right? So when he says things like that, I'm going to go deeper in that fucking, in that jelly-made heart of his. So I could expose him. And then you see Dren.
Wait. Before we get to that, though, right? The worst part, though, was in the comments when he said, yo, you talking about you got money more than you have ever seen in your life, but you left your brother's wife and kids in the shelter. That was like, I was like, bro, but then you over there signed to the actual guy that did that, which is just insane, bro. And you've been defending him for how many years now? Like
But the guy that also robbed him and used him for many deals to get money from him, and he doesn't get nothing. He's always broke as crackhead. He was sucking dick behind, public staircases in the Bronx, from $5 to get high.
Wait, what?
Right? All the time. He got 10 deals, but he was always the fiend on top of the roof, sleeping in the roof, getting, busted in by cops. I've said the sucking dick extra.
Okay, because I was wondering if you're
he was
really
that
honest.
low. He was that low to the ground that he was begging. He was opening up gas station doors, begging for quarters. For real. Like begging, like a bum that does for drugs. This is the guy that you said gave you 10 deals. So you must have had a couple of millions yourself, right? Keep getting deals. Why you always broke as a druggie back in the Bronx every time? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's like, I have money. I know I see money. I worked for mine. I was doing shows. I didn't see that shit from my deal. I was doing it for shows. I was getting 12 G's a fucking show. And my shit was 7 days a week packed. And I still gave Joe 20%. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting that type of money. So I made over $1 million in the street before I even dropped an album. That should tell you how hard I was working. But this nigga over here, he got 10 deals. So he's just a guy that likes to get used and abused. He's used to that.
You know what's crazy though is like the stuff that you said, like the barbershop situation with the OD.
It's confronted. It's confronted.
But the guy that owns the barbershop hit me up on Instagram recently and was all like, "Yo, I want to come on and I want to tell that story." I was like, "Man, I can't be just interviewing these people like just to like expose them like that, bro."
I brought you the cock slapper. I brought you the cock slapper. Now you're gonna see the fucking the barbershop owner that he got EOD'd in the bathroom that the ambulance had to come. That's right. Let them say the truth. Let them say the truth. So that's what he looks for. He's looking for shit like that. When he speaks like that, that's what he's looking for. He's gonna get what he's looking for. That's the thing. They're gonna bring the mirror back. He's gonna be I'm telling you, these guys are gonna be stripped naked, man, when that truth hit him. Joe is he got no shirt on already. Joe got no shirt on and no shoes. The pants about to come off in a minute. They all gonna be butt naked.
Pause. Okay.
Yeah, the truth strips them naked, man.
Well, after the comment that you left the brother's wife and kids in the shelter, you said you rest balls on your face, pussy boy. We all gonna laugh at you. And then you brought in Nonstop. Hey, yo, Nonstop, can you smack this dweeb punk in the face, please?
Yo, because now I gotta go to extra foul. And it's like, you wrote all that big ass paragraph like you're making sense. And the way I see it is like, because I know it's lies, so it's like, yo, dogs, you're trying to throw the violence in the beginning. Oh, because that's like a girl would say that. Oh, because you're so big, you're so tough. That's how they talk. Like this bitch ass nigga. Like, oh, you're so tough. So he's trying to say, I'm so tough, I'm so tough because I stood up and fought. But you under a sink, begging for life. You're under
which we heard the conversation. He admitted to it on the recording, right? He admitted
from the lock. What is it?
On the lockout, yeah. But
the lockout. Shout out on the lockout.
Well, Warpath was gassing them though, okay? Because Warpath's like, well, if you can find shelter there, man, should you get shelter?
I know.
It's wild,
but see,
man.
at the time, Warpath is acting like he's like they're both double teaming me, like they're hurting me. But I'm like, look at this nigga, the way he talks behind my back, because he never had the nerve to say that shit in front of my face. So he's telling this shit behind the scenes, so you could tell how he moves behind the scenes, how he gas people up. That was I love that moment because of that. So I was thinking Warpath because of that. Because I know Warpath trying to that was his buddy. But then the whole situation flipped on Warpath.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When he bit that nigga hand off too. So then Warpath was like, fuck you too, nigga. Now, you know what I'm saying? And then, you get to see the truth because the truth is the truth. You can't hide it with no many lies.